Hey guys, Snupy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over some double DPS feral survival games I've had recently with Fluffy Duck. But before I dive into like the actual games, I kind of want to cover like the basics of this comp. And that is that you want to get a stun trap on the healer with either a bash or the pet stun. And then you want to stun up the DPS, and that's kind of when you do your damage. That's when you usually score a kill. Outside of traps, you want to be kiting a lot and just like maintaining bleeds if you can. But yeah, it's all about the traps, and let's dive into the games. Alright, so the first game I'm going to go over is versus Resto Shaman Demon Hunter. This comp is usually quite hard. You can see the Demon actually misclicks his darkness here, which is a bit unfortunate for him, but yeah, that doesn't really change how the game goes too much. So we open up. We'll get a lot of damage instantly, and this is one thing you do. You can force a lot of CDs in opener. They kind of panic, and they click both trinkets and blur. So now we're just gonna wait for the next trap. At this point, if we play this correctly, the game is pretty much ours. We just gotta get a stun trap on the Shaman, a stun on the Demon Runner, and he should die. There are Bash Shaman. Maim the Demon Runner. And then he dies. One trick is on Demon Hunters you can Skull Bash to instantly stun them so they won't be able to pre-blade dance it. And it kind of catches them off guard a little bit. But yeah, that is the first game. Alright, so for the second game here, we got Holy Priest, Elisham as the opponents. One thing that can be annoying here is the Holy Ward. So my plan is to rake the Holy Ward and then instantly stun the Shaman. Then we get a pet stun trap on the Priest. So here we go. Pet stun the Priest into full trap. And here are the Priest trinkets, and we'll get wall. So now we got pretty much the two biggest defensive cooldowns they have. And the Holy Spirit thingamajig from the healer. So, not just to run, and then next go, we should be able to score the kill. Again, you can see that like, we get a big opener, a trap on the healer, and you force some big cooldowns, then you run, you go in again, next trap, and you'll probably score the kill. Or the third trap. So, see here. Get a clean re. Now I'm going to rake stun the ward again and then bash the healer into a stun on the Shaman here. Maldict him. He fakes my kick actually, but this is fine because Fluffy gets the kick. And there's not much the Priest can do here because he's already used Holy Ward. No, I mean the Guardian thing. And yeah, he just dies. Alright, so the next game here is a game that did not go too well in the start, but we kind of managed to salvage it and turn the tables pretty fast here. So, gonna skip through some of this because it took a while till we find the rogue. Alright, so here Fluffy finds the rogue. I rake stun him. We don't get the pest on the healer, so he's gonna double Ferris head, which is really bad for us. Usually, but I get a half stun on the rogue, get big pressure, dressed him, and here we force both trinkets. The Priest panics and trinkets is stunned into a full trap. So at this point, the rogue is in a pretty bad spot. He uses evasion and cloak. I get a full clone on the Priest. Rogue stuns me here, which is fine. I cannot trigger because he's blind, so if a trinket is going to be bad. Into a half clone, but the Priest just flops. So here's one more example of having a lot of pressure, making them panic, and they overuse CDs, which you can capitalize really hard on the next go. Alright, so now I'm going to show some games where we kind of just overwhelm the enemy in the opener. Again, you're playing Delta BS, so you have a lot of pressure. If you play two bike trinkets, maybe two dress trinkets, you can pretty much just one-shot someone. So let's see here. I think we find the rogue in the opener here. There we go. Find the rogue, rake stun him. We send in two bikes. Have a lot of pressure. Actually, DR rakes on him, but he got feint off. Priest gets full trapped. Here, Priest is playing Relentless. The rogue clicks evasion and cloak. Does not trinket though, so he's really low HP. And he starts running. I go over, clone the Priest, but the rogue just dies. So here's an example of like the enemy doesn't expect the pressure, so they don't trinket insta. And when they use the defensives, it's too late, and they're already dead. And this can happen quite a lot with this comp. Again, you have so much pressure, you can just instantly do, and people don't expect it. Alright, so the next one here, we got a Holy Paladin Windwalker comp we're facing. This is one more example of one-shotting the enemy, pretty much. The Monk person, I'm going to go Rakes on him. Send in the 2 bikes there. Deer Rakes on. Bite. He falls real low. He has a small gap to karma. It doesn't react fast enough, and he dies. Most of these games are played on around 2,400 mark, plus minus. So the enemy, they're not bad players. But again, you have so much pressure that if you don't expect it, you can definitely just get caught off guard and instantly die. Okay, so this next game here, we have Ellie Missiver, a pretty hard comp. They also have Grounding Totem we gotta look out for, because they can ground a trap, which is very bad for us. The plan is here to do stun the Shaman with a pet stun on the healer into a full trap, and hopefully get a big opener. We open up, send in the bikes, try to get some pressure. He does not take that much damage, but we stay in. He claws me here. Claw is really scary. You definitely want to wall claw in this comp, so you don't randomly die. Because again, you have no healer, so you can get punished quite hard. Last me here, I drink the lasso. Trying to avoid as much damage as I can while I don't have my own pressure going. He likes to... Here we got wall. And cocoon. Now they use pretty much every defensive outside of trinkets. So they kind of overspend CDs here. Grounding, kill the grounding. Full clone the Shaman now. He trinkets. I'm going to half clone him off this. We get a full trap on the healer. We maim. Bash the healer. He's going to trigger the bash, but it's too late. And down goes. So this game is a pretty good example of not getting a huge opener, but still getting defensive cooldowns from staying in a bit more, avoiding their damage, walling the claw, trinketing the lasso, but still getting your pressure in, and we actually force most CDs outside of our go. They get scared. We're 2 DPSs, so we have that fear of big damage all the time. So they try to use cooldowns early on, and it ends up being pretty bad for them. And the next go, they have trinkets, but nothing else, so they both die. Or the Shaman dies. Okay, so the comp we're facing right here is actually one of the comps we struggle with the most. We usually lose this comp, but here we get a really good opener, which sets us up for the whole game. He actually gets me out, though, which is not very good. Kick dependence, stop some damage. Here he opens to me. We get a pest on the healer into full trap. I go, Shadow Meld the Rake Stun. And here we get that really big pressure, so he trinkets and turtles. I think he's human at least, not quite sure. I'm not tracking human trinkets. He traps me, but he doesn't really know what to do, so he ends up just like breaking the trap and going for me. Maledict onto me. Maledict is really scary as comp. You definitely want to watch out for it, because you have no dispels for it as a Fraldred. So I'm kind of going to run here, avoids the damage. Going again, I want to get bleeds going now for the next go, because the next go here is really important to score the kill. If you don't kill the next go now, you're in big trouble. Maim here. Claw me, gotta live this now, so I'm gonna wall. We'll get the trap. Hunter starts to run. I get my just off, and down goes. Again, this is a really hard comp to beat as Feral Hunter, mainly because if you don't force her to opener, you're pretty much done for. But he didn't pet sack for some reason, and we got the win, so that's good. Okay, so we're facing another pretty hard comp. I think I'm playing Dress and Bike here, which is a mistake when it comes to picking trinkets. Maybe I did swap to Maledict, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, DK Rested, pretty hard comp. Open up, rakes on him, send the bike in. And here we actually get Trinket from the DK. Full trap, the Druid, I think Trinkets is, right? Druid Trinkets the trap. He's scared of the big pressure. So we got both Trinkets, we got Anti-Magic Shell. A lot of CDs were used. I think I actually am playing Maledict here, which is really good into DKs. After a mess, having Maledict on a DK is very nice to negate the Death Strike heals. Try clone, don't get it. Kill the Mind Flay. They got big pressure on Flaffy now. I bash. We don't get a trapper because Flav starts running, which he should. So we get away. And now next go with the pet stun. it's looking pretty good for us to kill. He actually hybrids me like when I shift, so I ended up tricking that one. I was gonna root the DK, so he casts a hibernate as I go to bear forms, and you can't swap because of global. Here we get the trap, B damage onto DK, and down goes. So this next game we're facing Windwalker Wrestle Shaman. Windwalkers do take a lot of damage, so he is definitely our target here. Again, I want to stun the Windwalker, get a pet stun trap on the healer, and get a big opener. They're stacked though. We expose trap. He actually gets me out instantly, so I got a Shadow Meld here to get the rake stun. There's a trap. He trinkets late. He's scared off the one shot, so he trinkets and brews. A pretty good play by him. Now we're gonna start going into survival mode for a little bit here. I'm gonna kite. He's going for Fluffy. Let's go back in to get some pressure then. Earthen Totem coming out, which is pretty good for us because he's not gonna stay in it. We get Karma here too. Now they have no Karma, no Monk Trinket. They still Link, but Maim onto this guy. Link goes out now. At this point, we just need one more good go, and the Monk should die. I bear from root him. He starts fisting, gets knocked on the fist, which was really good for us. And let's see here. He's playing the Tantric from Ensoft, I think, too. But down goes. They're pretty much out of CDs there. No Karma, no Link, no Earthen Wall. And they just fall to the pressure. And here, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably checking out my Mog or something. But yeah, now one more game, and that's it for today. Alright, so for this last game, we're facing Rogue Priest again. This game goes really well for us there. I think we get a pretty nice opener, let's see. Again, finding the Rogue is pretty much key against any Rogue team. Rogue Holy Paladin, Rogue Priest. Doesn't matter. The opener is really important. You can still win if they find you, but then the game is an uphill battle. But Hunter Stealth is really strong. You're 2 stealth versus 1 stealth. So the chance of you finding him before him finding you is pretty good. There we find the Rogue, rakes on him. We get big pressure, double bite him, DR rake stun. And here we get evasion and PS very late. So here are the 2 biggest cooldowns they have against us. The Rogue almost dies in opener, gets away on 7k HP. Really close. But again, we're in a really good position now. He has no CDs pretty much. He's cloak. Nope, never mind, already is cloak too. And it's not looking great for this Rogue. Now I'm going to go for a bash. He humans the bash. Kidneys me are trying to the kidney. As he's no blind. And down goes the Rogue. So there it is. Another game where we get really big pressure. We get forced a lot of CDs. And they can't really cope with it. Again, yeah, the opener here is really big. If they find me, the game is quite different. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more of these kind of videos, let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. And yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.
Can't let you go.